And away we go. All right, so this is our September Team Crusaders special Zoom meeting. Welcome, everyone. I'm glad you took the time out to join us. And I also just want to mention, has everyone noticed the post that I did the other day about the team page name being changed to just Team Crusaders? Basically, I took my name out of it because I don't want to make it look that it's like ownership to me. It's a team page, and it's a place for us to communicate, share ideas, ask questions, and all that jazz. So I would love to see a lot more activity from all of you on there as well. So feel free to post. I just ask for nice, positive posts. If you need to vent about anything, because we all have ups and downs and peaks and valleys, as I like to call it in the business, keep them separate. Definitely contact me directly. Ears are always open, doors always open, and I can do my best to turn that frown upside down and get you back to excitement and loving your Pampered Chef business. So what we normally do at our team meetings is, as far as recognition is concerned, we do recognize for our efforts for the month before. So this is everything that everyone did in the month of September, and I want to congratulate everyone as a whole, the entire team, for all your efforts that you put in during the month of September and the sales that we hit as an organization. We almost did $22,000 in commissionable sales collectively as a team, and I think that's fantastic. Way to go. Okay. So I'm just going to go down my list. There's no rhyme or reason. So we've got Miss Karen Rosa with $1,078.90, which she did that in just one show, everyone. That's fantastic.
Wow.
Great.
That's awesome.
Then we have Pat Keith with $452.32. Then we have Jess Coven with $158.17.
Nice, Jess.
And then we have Gisela Capella. She lives up a little bit further north from us in this Brick Point Pleasant area. She's up in Phillipsburg. That's about an hour and 45 minutes from us, I would say, just so you kind of have a geographical location of where she's at. She, and I'm talking more about her because she actually has been in the business longer than I have, believe it or not. So she's also a good resource to ask questions to as well. So she had sales in September of $1,515.10. And again, that was done in just one show. So it's definitely doable to get your $1,250 and to qualify in just one show. Colleen Pignatelli, she is down in the Barnegat area, and she did $152.10. Then we have Lauren Hoskins. She did $152 even. And then we have Tammy Lynn Latanzi, and she did $1,360.02. She did that in one cooking show and 2 catalog shows. And no one actually has even met Tammy. She lives down in South Jersey, in Berlin, New Jersey, which is kind of closer to you, Milta.
Yeah, sure is.
And she mostly does her stuff completely online. Just to give you an idea, she's been in the business, actually, it will be 1 year, this Saturday will be 1 year from when her and I actually met, when she did her own cooking show. And then I think she joined, I want to say it was like late November of last year when she joined. So in less than a year, she already has almost $11,000 in career sales. She's almost there. And again, guys, this is just with online sales. She does I think she's done a total in the 9 months that she's been with Pampered Chef. I think she's done maybe 3 cooking shows total. Everything else has been Facebook parties. Then we've got Miss D. Manafuki, and I want to apologize if I butcher anyone's names. I'm really not good at pronunciations, so I apologize in advance. She had a really rocking month. She worked her butt off, and she had $1,123.12, and she did that in just 2 Facebook parties.
Nice.
Then we have Miss Linda Citron. She did $655.65. And Linda's not too far from us. She's over in Wall Township. Dee is in Beechwood, is where she lives. And then Milta, she introduced herself earlier. She's at $778.80, and that was with just 1 cooking show as well. And then we have Miss Margie Barbie, and I know she texted me and said she should be joining us shortly. Actually, she lives up in Milltown, which is kind of like East Brunswick area, I think. And she did $383 with 1 cooking show. And then we have Miss Sheila Brooks on the call with us. And she has in sales $840.33. And that was with 2, Sheila, that was 2 Facebook parties, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. And then we have the rock stars from the Kosh team. Miss Trish Kosh herself did $2,301.25. And that was with, wow, that was with 6 catalog or Facebook parties. Trish, you didn't get out and do any cooking shows last month?
No, I didn't.
Wow, I didn't even realize that till like just this moment.
No, my cooking shows are postponed. October will be busy.
So that's fantastic. We can talk a little bit more about when you do your booking spiel. Talk a little bit more about the importance of booking those catalog and Facebook parties to talk about how that carried you for the month. And then we have Trish's newest team member, Candace Crimmin, who did 1 cooking show and 1 catalog show. And her sales were $1,354.35. And that she's still in her first 30 days as well. So that means she's even earned her 30-day bonus, which is fantastic. And then we have Phyllis Thompson, who did 1 cooking show. And this Phyllis is a rock star with her sales, because her sales, she's been in the business, what, 2 months now, Trish? 3 months?
Yeah, she's really good.
And with her one show, she did $1,138.20. So that's excellent. And then we have Lisa Sinclair,
Who can't get on. She's trying to get on. I'm sorry.
Okay. She did 4 cooking shows in September, and she had $2,349.65. She also beat her director by about $40, which is fantastic. It's always fun when you beat your director. Trish has done that a couple times with me.
Yeah, I'm so happy for her.
And
she's also a hard worker as well, because she has a goal.
Absolutely. It's all about meeting those goals. So just so you guys know, too, for the month of September, Jessica, myself, I did 5 Facebook parties and 3 cooking shows. And I had $5,993.52 in commissionable sales for September.
That's great.
Awesome.
So I also want to I also want to just point out, I have a couple of ribbons here that I'll be giving out. Margie, when she joins, I have her qualification pin and her Achieve 1250 ribbon, as well as for Lisa, because Candace rather, I'm sorry. Candace did this in her first 30 days, so she hit her 30-day bonus, so she'll be getting this in the mail too, her 30-day bonus ribbon. And she's a 1250 achiever as well, along with her qualification pin to wear proudly on her apron. I just don't want to mix up the files. Okay. And then we have Robin Snyder, who lives in Illinois, who is supposed to be on here with us. I don't know where she's at. But I want to just point out that Robin has officially qualified with her sales, and she did do it in the month of August. I think I just didn't catch that, so I want to just recognize her for that, and I have her pin and her ribbon to go out into the mail also for her. And then for Lisa Sinclair, with her sales being as great as they were, she beat her best last month. So I have a special ribbon that says that I beat my best to send her as well. And then all of you that were 1250 and higher in sales will be getting the 1250 Achieved ribbon in the mail, along with some other Happy Mail stuff that I'll probably stick in your envelopes for you. So congratulations to all. And those of you who did 750 or higher, what did you get?
A beautiful new apron.
Beautiful new apron. Excellent. So those aprons, I sent out an email late last night, so if you haven't received it, check your inboxes. I gave you instructions on what to do with those aprons to get them to me, so I can get them embroidered for you with your name on it, or whatever you prefer to have embroidered onto your aprons. Okay? Did anybody not see the email yet?
I didn't see it yet.
I'm looking to see it.
Okay.
I did see it.
Okay. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning I sent it out. So I just wanted, so those of you who hit 750, know that you have instructions in your email inboxes on what to do with the aprons, how to get them to me, so you can get your names embroidered on it. If you do not have that email, just message me on Facebook and I can resend it to you. So we will do that. I'm so excited. You guys, I love the new apron, actually. Pretty darn nice. All right, so moving right along. We are in the busiest selling season for Pampered Chef right now, the next 3 months. So September, October, November, and even the first half of December. So I also want to point this out. It's been, we've always had until somewhere around between December 10th and December 15th for people to place orders to guarantee holiday delivery. So just know that that date when you're booking your December shows, Facebook parties, or any home entertaining parties for the holidays. That's about how much time they need to get the products out. So the other thing I wanted to talk about was fundraising. There's been, everyone seems to have a lot of questions about fundraisers and how they work. And I was with Debbie Cook, which I announced her on our team page. She's another director in the business. She lives up in North Jersey, up in Old Tappan. And her and I became friends through traveling with Pampered Chef, basically, because we kind of met at the airport. So I kind of picked her brain about fundraising because she is a superstar with fundraisers. So here are some of the tips that she shared, but first let me explain how Pampered Chef fundraisers work. There's no special catalog. There's no special way to do a fundraiser as opposed to how you do your Facebook parties or your cooking shows. Really the only difference is the fundraiser chairperson is earning a percentage of the sales rather than the host rewards. So as a Pampered Chef fundraiser, the organization can earn up to 15% of the sales for that organization. So anything under $600 is 10%. Anything above $600 is 15%. And then when people book parties from this fundraiser, for each booking you put in the system, an additional $3 is donated to that organization. Okay? Oh, hey, Pat, you didn't introduce yourself. I didn't know you were here. All of a sudden, I see your face.
You were in the middle of saying anything, so I wasn't saying anything.
Welcome, Pat.
Thank you.
Pat lives in Jackson, and she's been with Pampered Chef for how long, Pat?
A little over 4 years.
Mm-hmm. And your favorite Pampered Chef product? Yeah, I think it's 5 years.
Yeah, it's 5 years. My favorite was the deep dish, but I like the rock rocks.
Okay. Making my notes here. Okay, so anybody else new join us? No? Okay.
I'm not sure if Lisa got on yet. Thank you, Lainey, for trying.
No problem. She's having a problem with the link?
Yeah, she couldn't find it on the team page, and of course I couldn't find it, but thank you, Lainey, came through and posted it for her, but I don't know where she is.
Oh, I pinned it so it was easily found, I guess.
Bottom message. I had to click on it to get the whole message because it's at the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to open up the message, yeah.
Yeah, I guess if she's not sure how to do that, I'm not sure.
Okay, so up to 15% is donated to the organization, and that $3 additional is added to it when you put a booking in the system. And guys, let me just say, Pampered Chef doesn't know if that person is really having that party or not. So there's no reason if you want to throw an extra $9 towards an organization and put a couple bookings in, you're not going to have any Pampered Chef police come knocking on your doors. So now here's where you can get creative with your fundraisers to even make them a little bit more attractive. So one of the questions you can ask any potential fundraising hosts is simply ask them, have you seen our Pampered Chef fundraiser book? Have you guys seen it?
No? Nope, I haven't.
No, I haven't.
It's the full catalog.
There is none.
Exactly. As I said earlier, there's no difference between a fundraiser and a cooking show or Facebook party on how you do it and what we sell. But when you ask that question, just even at your parties alone, when people are sitting there with the books in their hands and you ask that question, you're going to get the answer, no, I haven't seen it. Well, then you can say, oh my gosh, well, guys, you have it right in your hand right now. It's the same thing. Isn't that fantastic? Everything is available to fundraisers as they are to cooking shows and Facebook parties. There's no difference.
Something my cousin Anthony.
So,
Hey, Lee, you got on.
It's okay, sorry.
hey, Lise.
Hi, sorry guys.
That's okay. You got through. Awesome. It just gets easier from here now, too, Lisa.
I'm a little slow, so.
Okay. So yeah, this is where you guys can get real creative. Another thing that you can ask any potential fundraiser hosts is simply the question, do you have a Pampered Chef fundraiser on your calendar? There is a lot of people out there, because we don't have a special book, so to speak, or products or whatnot, that people don't even realize we offer fundraising. Because I'd say 95% of the time, when I ask the question, do you have Pampered Chef fundraiser on your calendar? The first response is, I didn't know they do fundraising. Right? Yes, we absolutely do fundraising. So here's a great tip too that my friend Debbie shared. And that is, how many times, like on the weekends, have you been driving around and you see the wrestling team, the football team, the cheerleaders teams at parking lots doing car washes for $5? How many times have you guys seen that around town?
Every weekend.
So why not pull up to that car wash, have them wash your car for $5,
Right.
and speak to one of the adults that is there and ask them that question. Do you have a Pampered Chef fundraiser on your calendar too? And while you're out and about, always be prepared. Have at least a mini catalog on hand. These are our new holiday brochures that have all the winter products in them, and they have a lot of gift set ideas too, and great gift giving ideas. So these can be found on a supply order, and then the full catalog as well. So I always have these in the car, because you never know while you're out and about what you're going to run into, who you're going to meet, and what topic is going to come up. So as you're at this car wash, odds are you can probably book a fundraiser right then and there. So if you you want to make sure not only do you give out your information, you also want to make sure you get their information. So if you're giving them a full catalog, you're giving them the full packet to look at to show other parents and team members and whatnot, you can say this: I've got a great letter written up, and I have about 4 different letters I'm going to post on our team page to share with you all to help spread the word for fundraising. And I'll need your email address, your cell phone number at the very least, so I can contact you and give you that information, so you can even present that letter to the chairperson, whoever the treasurer is or whatnot, who would give the final approval to do a Pampered Chef fundraiser. Okay. The other way that you can be creative, and I'm going to ask you guys just to hold that thought for a second, because I got Margie now texting me, who probably can't get on.
I never thought about going by those car washes though, and that's a great idea.
That's a good idea.
And that's just one example. There's lots of other other things that they could be running a fundraiser, like at a restaurant, like during certain time frame.
Yeah, they have at the ice cream parlor. They do that at the ice cream shop a lot, or Applebee's.
Does that a lot.
Mm-hmm. So really, to have 4 or 5 packets made up in your car ahead of time with your fundraiser letter and catalog, so you're ready to hand it out. Right.
I mean, this business really is all about relationships, and it's all about
it's very personal
and on the go, you know.
Well, it is very personal. So if they see you, if you approach them and you're talking to them and you see that they're having a fundraiser, especially if you're supporting that fundraiser in some way, it's a great opportunity to have that packet in your car that you can actually hand them, introducing yourself and what you do.
Exactly. Yep. So now let's talk about the different types of organizations that can have fundraisers. Let's all brainstorm. You guys got pen and paper ready? Handy? Because
My
now
son is in the marching band, so I'm going to be doing a marching band one.
Marching band? Okay. I mean, now is the prime season, it seems, for fundraisers, especially for high school sporting events, bands, and whatnot. So definitely think of those people, the marching bands, the cheer teams, and that goes for not just high school. There's like all those traveling cheer teams too that are out there. There's competition teams. There is football, there's baseball, there is any kind of organization, like auxiliary organization, let's say like any local firehouse, any VFW, American Legion, Elks, Columbus, Knights of Columbus, PTA, PTO. This time of year too, they offer, a lot of people are doing gift auctions. You may start getting inquiries for donations for gift auctions. And here's what I suggest with that, because this is another way you can turn a donation into a fundraiser party. So when someone asks you for a donation for a gift auction, and odds are they're asking you for this donation when the gift auction is at least a month away, if not more. So you do have time to put a party together. So what you could say to this person is, I would be glad to donate something, but let's try and make that donation even better. Would your organization be willing to have a product fundraiser? And really all that is a regular Facebook party or cooking show. And the organization goes shopping with the host rewards to make their gift basket even bigger for that gift auction. You guys follow me?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
Excellent idea.
And that works in two ways. That means that you can have that fundraiser, but if really it's going in the system as a regular party that's earning host rewards, and it's totally done like a regular party. So then the other thing is, all those organizations, especially Lisa's doing one for the marching band. So Lisa, with the marching band, if you choose to make it a little bit more fun for the band members, you can offer a gift card gift to the top seller.
Okay.
So let's say that can be for anything. It can be a Barnes and Noble. Like, you can set the dollar amount if you wish. It could be $15. It could be $20. Whatever you choose it to be. We all know ultimately with cheering and any team organization, it's the parents that are really pushing the catalogs and collecting the orders. But if you dangle that carrot for the kids, odds are they may help a little bit too, don't you think?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, that's what.
And then do we just keep track of the sales? Like we would make the,
What the hell's that?
I guess the.
Who's sharing?
Not me.
Oh,
What happened?
Whose computer are we looking at?
I don't. Not mine.
Margie, is that you?
Yeah.
How do I get rid of this?
Margie shared her screen. Margie, you gotta unshare.
How do I unshare? Stop share.
Yep.
Okay. Now what do I do?
You
We're
just
back.
sit there and listen and watch. Don't touch your computer.
I thought that was me, Margie. I thought that was me.
I'm not touching nothing after today. Oh my God. Hi guys. I'm sorry.
Hi.
Hey, Margie.
Well, at least I did it this time without you calling you.
See,
Good
Lisa.
job.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. So do they just do like the pamperchef.com/go/ let's say, Marching Dragons, and then could we keep track of their sales then, like the individual sales, or?
Well, that's where it would get tricky. You could, let me think about this, because that's actually a really good question, Lisa.
Right.
Most times, you're with the marching band, let's say, like, are you giving them packets to use?
I was going to give them packets, yes. And like you said, I want to definitely order the holiday brochures, and with the mini brochures, and then I guess one big brochure, and then the letter. I could do paper order forms, but I kind of want to make it as easy as I could. So if they could go online with the organization name, but what do you think would be better? Unless I should just place all the orders as they come in?
Well, definitely, I think it would be best to make it as easy for you and for them, and probably placing it online too is just as easy for them as it is for you. The only thing that what it's going to force you to do, especially if you're going to do if you're going to do a sales competition, let's say,
Okay.
just call each person
Right.
who places an order. Like, how long are you doing this for? Let's ask that question.
We were going to do it maybe, I think they wanted to do it towards the end of October, maybe like 3 weeks, because they wanted to do it almost like a holiday type fundraiser.
Okay.
So into the second, third week of November.
Okay. So what day during the week is the least busiest for you, would you say? If there's such a thing.
Least busiest, yeah, it's okay. Probably Monday would be my least busiest day.
Okay, so each Monday during those 3 weeks, all the orders that have come in so far online.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Designate some time to make phone calls to all the orders that have come in at that time, and keep, get a notebook and keep track of who you called and who that order is for. Because first you want to call and thank them for supporting the marching bands. Thank them for placing their order. Also let them know, did you know that you can even help a little bit more if you book a party off this fundraiser?
Okay.
And, try to get bookings. You can even offer bonus incentives for bookings if you want to as well. This is your business. You can do with it whatever you want. Pampered Chef gives $3 up front when you put in a fundraiser show type. You can offer $10 for every booking, where they get $3 up front, and then they get the additional $7 once that show is held. You can do something like that to keep that booking in place. Just another idea of dangling a carrot to also help you expand on your businesses as well. The other thing is you want to find out who they know on the marching band, so you can give the proper credit to that person.
Okay.
And basically that's the more or less the reason of your call. But guys, really, this is something we should be doing for every single order that comes in on any show, because it's all about building relationships, doing the customer service that we are known to provide. And also that helps to give your host a fantastic show too, because odds are you make those follow-up phone calls, you're going to get even more bookings on your calendars. I know it's happened to me. So that would be, and then just keep a running tab in a notebook, Lisa, I think, to, for who's got the top sales. Because odds are you're going to get those traditional orders handed in too with the packets. I mean, not everybody's going to be placing them online, so you are going to know those orders, who they belong to.
Okay.
And then just make sure, guys, too, that you tell each chairperson that you work with that they definitely need to get all contact information. You need all of this information: the name, the email address, cell phone number, and the address. because we're all eventually going to be going to direct ship, where all orders are direct shipped to each customer and our hosts no longer have to do deliveries. So get in the habit of doing that now.
Can I ask a question about that?
Yep.
The direct ship. Let's say I have a host that books a party in December or January, whenever they're going to start that. Now the host still gets it at $5.25, or?
Yes, the host shipping is still $5.25.
I'm just throwing it out there, but like, let's say somebody's like, oh, well, I'm just ordering one thing, so I want to tack it onto hers, and why can't I tack it onto her? Like, I just want to see like what scenarios like they might give out to try to still get, because sometimes people can get crazy over $2. So I'm just, I just want to.
Well, here's what I've done, Lisa. I've been in the direct ship program now for almost 4 months. And I never even mention the price point difference. As people come up to me and they give me their order, I just give them their total. And they say, okay.
And on the order forms, it'll just say the $7.25 from now on? Yep. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So then we don't even have to bring anything up. So.
Right. And then the other thing is, too, we really do have a low shipping rate, a flat rate compared to other companies.
Oh, right. Yes.
We do have that, but you are right. There are those select few who do gripe about that. And here's the other thing too. If you have someone at your party that's like just spending $10.50 on a julienne peeler or $12 on a mix and chop, and I too don't feel comfortable charging them $7.25 for their shipping on that product. So ask them. There's no reason why you can't combine the order with someone else. Those two people just need to be friends and know who's getting the shipment to get the product from the other person.
Right. Okay.
That's the other thing. That's all.
That's something like I did with the order that I had for Doris.
Yeah.
It shipped with Mary Riera's order.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep, that's exactly what you did, Margie. Yep.
Okay.
Because actually, Margie's already got herself in the habit of just shipping direct to everybody now.
Yes. Oh, because they're like, I went through this with Rhonda because, how she handled it. And some hostesses, like I said to them, hosting is just not hosting the show. You got to make sure if the customer asks, can they ship it to you, then you got to make sure that they get their product and not let it sit in your house for a week and don't open the box.
Or longer.
Yeah. I mean, she let the box sit there for like 2 weeks, and then people are calling or asking where's their product. And I said, okay, this can never happen to me again.
Yeah, you're right.
Now I say, let it come directly to you.
Yep.
It's the cost of a cup of coffee.
There you go.
Now,
that's what it is, cost of a cup of coffee.
Now, here's something else I want to touch on about fundraising. The last thing, and that is the commissions. Fundraisers, because they give a cash donation to organizations, our commission base is 5% lower. So it's 15%, depending on what your overall career sales are. It's either 15 or 17% for the base commission on fundraisers. So we make, in commission-wise, a little bit less because Pampered Chef is donating a cash donation. So with that being said, there is also, if you feel that you're good with what I call creative bookkeeping, you can put a fundraiser show in the system as a regular cooking show or catalog show and make the donation yourself. The advantage to doing that is two things. You're making the donation to the organization, so that becomes a tax write-off for you. And whatever the rewards are that are being earned on the show, you could redeem for yourself and get free product from the host rewards if you so choose. That sometimes, though, can turn into a little bit of a headache for yourself. Just a fair warning, but it is something that you can do if you'd like. So if anybody needs to weigh the pros and cons a little bit more about that when you book a fundraiser show, feel free to contact me and we can go over it even in a little bit more detail. But just know that that option is there.
You don't have to write their check out, though. I just want to let you know, ladies, you don't have to send them their check until you're paid from the Pampered Chef. So when you see that money come in as your commission, that's when I give them a check to their organization.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
And then I love keeping all the product because I got to keep all the product. So it gives them more than they would normally get if it was set up as a regular fundraiser. You keep the product as if you're the host, and then you write them, their organization, out a check.
Okay, explain that. I'm trying to.
Did I say that right, Jess?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're doing a fundraiser. Say, for instance, I want to do a fundraiser for the scholarship.
Okay.
Right. Well, instead of the normal way to do it, which is right directly from the Pampered Chef, they can only earn the highest, 15%, Jess?
Yes.
What you could do is, instead of setting it up that way, you're going to set it up as a show.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and you are going to, it's going to be under your name.
Okay, so I would be the host.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, but the link could still read whatever the fundraiser is for them. Okay, and then what happens is after all the orders come in and they're all placed and the show closes, all right, you're going to get your commission on that. And when you get your commission on that, that's when you cut them a check.
Okay.
Or you can give them cash if you choose.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but you're going to get to keep all the product just like you were a host. So you're making commission and you're keeping the product. At that point, you can give them a higher percentage. Instead of them just getting 15%, you can give them 20%. Or you can give them 15% and you can tell them you're going to give them a cut of your commission.
Okay.
However you choose. If that company, like for Lisa,
I like that better, actually.
her son is in the band, so if she decides she wants to do something like this because she's going to be supporting this group, she might want to change it around and do something like that. I did that with an organization that my daughters received a scholarship from 2 times, so I felt like it was payback. I would pay them back that way. I would turn it around, and I would also offer them a percentage of my commission.
Because I wanted to give them more than 15%, so I think that would be a good way to do that. Because I feel like, because he's in the band, I really wanted to give them more like 20%.
You absolutely could do that.
And that's my next topic, my next creative bookkeeping thing that I was going to talk about. That was another option. So Margie, for example, you could do does your church have a kitchen, Margie?
Yes, it does. A huge kitchen.
So there's a prospect right there, having a product fundraiser for the church to fill the church's kitchen with Pampered Chef product. That's another option for you.
Okay.
And anyone who has, belongs to a church with a kitchen of some sort, you could do that. And again, that's another fundraiser idea for any auxiliaries, because they all have kitchens. The firehouses, the VFWs, the Elks, they all have kitchens.
Mm-hmm.
Most of them don't like to have the good stuff in there because it walks, but that's just another option. So back to Lisa's point about wanting to donate more. Because Pampered Chef offers up to the 15% with their fundraisers. Here's the 2 different options that you have with that. If you want to give more, you can do that. And this is actually what I do for all of my fundraisers. I put them in the system as a fundraiser show, but I offer them up to 20%. And I say up to 20% because I want them to hit at least $1,000 in sales to earn that 20%. So that extra 5% that organization is going to earn when they hit that $1,000 in guest sales, that 5% is going to be a check from me when I get paid my commission. The other 15% is going to come from Pampered Chef, and I let them know that. So they're actually going to get 2 checks. So I'm donating some of my commission back to the organization.
That's a great idea.
And then, and then they're earning up to the 15% too. So that's just another carrot, basically, that you're dangling for them to get more orders, because obviously the more orders they get, the more money they earn. And that's even a higher percentage when they hit that goal. It's just like us with our commission structure. You have 20% base commission up to $750 or $749.99. You hit $750, your commission goes up to 22%. And that's $750 to $1249. You hit $1250, your commission goes up to 23%. So the higher your sales are during the month, the higher your commission base is. So the more money that you'll make off of these fundraisers as well. But you want to make sure you're in the habit of offering each fundraiser the same thing. So you have it down pat on, so it comes off naturally off the tip of your tongue when you're talking about fundraisers and how they work with you. So that's the other tip that I want to share about fundraisers. So I'm going to open this up for some Q&A on fundraisers for just about a couple of minutes, about 5 minutes or so, or less. And then we're going to have Trish talk to us a little bit more about booking for the holidays.
Okay.
Anybody have anything?
I have a question.
Okay.
I noticed that you guys know how to do fundraisers. How do you even start that fundraiser? How do you go about getting the fundraiser up and in the air? I mean, I know you send out invitations.
I think you weren't on when Jess originally introduced.
I wasn't, yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah, so Margie, this is being recorded, so I would suggest when you have time, go back and listen to like the first 20 minutes of this, and that'll probably answer a lot more of those types of questions, because that's what we went over first with the fundraisers, which was a little bit about prospecting and where to find them. But something I didn't mention is actually look in your local newspapers. Look for any types of events going on with different organizations, and that will trigger you to find the different organizations within your area to contact, and odds are that will provide you with a contact phone number as well, and even a name. Facebook is also another tool for fundraising, because there is a lot of events set up publicly on Facebook for all kinds of different things that organizations are doing. So that's just another avenue to look at. Pay attention to your Facebook friends, what they're doing on Facebook as well, like what their kids are involved in. Like what sports they're playing, what things that they're doing, that type of stuff too. Pay attention to what your friends are doing. It's amazing what doors that can open for you as well. Okay. What else? Anyone else have questions on fundraising?
Well, I will say that fundraising is a great way to boost your sales, ladies. Like if you don't have enough shows on your calendar, or you're still in the process of reaching out and trying to schedule them, 1 or 2 fundraisers could really carry you through. And then the people are the people that you meet through the fundraisers, through their orders, when you follow up. That's a whole new circle. It's not your immediate circle of friends that you're pulling from when you first start. That is where you branch out and you meet different people from different groups. And so if you get one booking from that fundraiser, that one booking is going to take you out to a completely different group. So, if anything, it's a great idea to do 1 or 2 of these to help you expand, where you're going to reach out for people to have shows for you. Some of these people may not be local, but that will open you up to a virtual show as well.
Okay.
Excellent tip. Excellent. That's such the truth. So I think what we'll do is we'll pass the floor over to Trish. Let her tell you about her tips and tricks on holiday bookings and entertaining.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, let's see. right now, I don't know what you girls are up to, but I know personally myself, September was a rough month coming in. A lot of people that I called at the end of August said, I'll see you in the fall. Well, for me, in August, I was booking for fall. So now that it's September, I am definitely filling up my October, November, and December schedule. Once it's filled and your packets have gone out, you don't have to worry. You know that that paycheck is coming in for October, November, and December. You can plan it based on where you're going to be and what you're doing as well. People need to know now where they're going, what they're invited to as well for November, because their calendars are filling up for the season. My suggestion is everyone starts to think about shopping this time of the year. My kids are 21 and 27. They already put their Christmas list up on the refrigerator. Really, I'm not kidding you. So what you need to do is, if you reach out to people, I myself am reaching out in 2 ways. One thing I'm promoting is let's have a celebration cookie in a jar show, because everyone wants to get out and show their house off and all their holiday decorations, have their friends over. Why not have them come out to make a holiday cookie in a jar? And at the same time, while the ladies are preparing their jar with their celebration cookie, that time you could be making a quick Pampered Chef meal or something showing off the products. So not only is it a show for you, but it's an enjoyment night for them. I'm going to be also pushing, and I should say pushing, the wine bottle collection with the wine bottle opener. I love the wine bottle opener. Yes, I do. I think it's great. I was just talking to my daughter about it. She had a few girlfriends get engaged this weekend. What a great engagement gift, a wine bottle opener. My other daughter is making gifts from Pinterest, where she's making cork coasters. So why not do the cork coasters? I said to her, you need to buy a couple of those wine bottle openers. So these are things that you can promote at your show. When people are thinking, what are they buying for the holidays? You come to the show. You open the wine bottle. You show them the slate set. So you're doing a wine, cheese, and chocolate show. How simple is that? Wine, cheese, and chocolate. Have your friends over for a holiday wine, cheese, and chocolate. Instead of just saying, how about, would you like to have a Pampered Chef show? Get them excited. Talk to them about something that's going to get them excited. You do the planning. I'm also offering apples and spice and everything nice, Pampered Chef style, where I send them the apple sangria recipe. I'll do a cheesy dip or an appetizer, and then I'll do that caramel salted apple spice cake. When they hear that, they get so excited because it's there, black and white, in a theme for them. So, and they feel like they could get their friends to come to their home for something, some sort of a theme. So I say pumpkin, apple and spice, wine, cheese, and chocolate. Yes, add a wine, cheese, and chocolate, or an apple and spice. You can still do healthy and hurry. Add an apple and spice. You can show the apple sangria, do a healthy, quick meal, and then the apple spice cake in the microwave. Any thoughts on these? How are you?
Apple cider sangria is fantastic.
It's delicious, and that cake is.
And I don't like apple cider, but that's really good.
They also have a delicious recipe out for an apple mimosa, apple cider mimosa.
Really?
I think maybe I'll have a glass.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh.
So if they say to you, I'm so busy the next 2 months, how about a brunch show, an early brunch show on a Sunday morning? You can do apple cider mimosas, and then you make a quick egg dish or something for them, and you can do the apple cake in the microwave. So you're showing the rock, which is a great tool, and it's getting everybody together just for a brief time during the holiday season. And they can use their credit from their show to get gifts that they're going to give out for free. So you can have them make their list, kind of look at their list of who they're purchasing for and what Pampered Chef gifts would work for the guests or the family members that they need to purchase for. And after they come up with the gifts that they would like, how much do you need your show to be to get all of those for free? So they'll have everybody over to the house for a nice party and earn the gifts that they're going to be gift giving for free. I think that's a great idea.
Sounds good.
Yeah, that's great.
Any questions or anybody want to add anything to that? Has anyone done anything like this so far? Promoted any of these?
Nope, but it's a great idea.
Which is your favorite?
The wine
Yeah.
split.
Why
I
not?
I like the apples and spice and everything nice. It has such a nice ring to it.
Pampered chef style.
I like the Sunday brunch thing too. That's pretty good.
Isn't that easy?
Yeah.
Very easy. You do a nice apple mimosa. You tell them. I'll send you the recipe. You can do on the you can do it on the barbecue rock crock stone, or you could do it on the glazed large white one. They have that delicious pizza that you do with the biscuits and the eggs, and then it's so easy and so delicious. And then the other one, you're not really going to prepare in front of them. You can actually bring it to the party all ready to go into the microwave. The apple and spice cake is in the rock crock. So it gives you a chance to talk all about the rock crock and why you love it and why it.
Love that rock rock.
Yes, and why it's your everyday everything pan. All right, and then you're going to pop it in the microwave and you're going to make that cake. And when that cake comes out, you're going to make whipped cream in the whipped cream maker so that you can squeeze, put that on top of the cake. So a quick brunch show, 11 to 2, in and out.
So are you going to send us the recipe for the sangria and what is the other thing that you said?
The sangria, it's the apple cider sangria, and I saw a recipe for an apple cider mimosa. Yes, I'll post them on our team page.
These.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yes, because I think that they'd be really popular. The one woman who's doing the apple cider sangria is also doing a hot apple cider as well, so she'll have a cold and a hot.
Yeah, and the apple cider sangria is great.
Yes.
There.
It is good.
And the apple spice cake is so easy to make. I did it at the show that my mom had for me, actually. I think it was 2 weeks ago. And everybody loved it. And it was so easy to do because I got so nervous. I was doing it by myself. I was like, but it was great. And I brought it already made in the rock, put it in the microwave, flipped it over, flipped right out. And, I mean, everybody loved it.
Here's another really super easy recipe to do, which is pumpkin spice cake. So you buy spiced cake mix and a can of pumpkin puree. And then I got the creamy frosting container, cream cheese flavor.
Yes.
What is it? Cream cheese?
Yep, creamy cream cheese frosting container. And all you do is you take the spice cake mix, and you can do this in either the rock crock or the deep covered baker. And you take the spice cake mix and the whole can of pumpkin puree, and you mix those two together. That's it.
What size pumpkin puree?
15. I think it's 14
like
ounces.
14 and a half ounce, the small can. And so you just mix those two together, and then I just dollop the frosting on top, just like the molten lava cake. Just dollop the frosting on top of that mixture. Now, it takes a little bit longer to kind of mix it up because it's puree. It's not really that liquidy, but believe me, it's enough liquid to mix into that cake mix. And then you put it in the microwave for anywhere from 8 to 12 minutes, depending on the microwave. And then that's it.
Jessica, do you think that would work? I have one of those stoneware bundt pans. Do you think it would work in that?
Yes, it would work in that.
Okay. Because you
Yes.
don't have to cover it or anything, do you?
You don't have to, no.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you said you get the spice cake mix, the pumpkin puree,
Yep.
creamy cream cheese frosting,
Yes.
Not whipped.
frosting.
And you mix that in with the puree and the pumpkin and the spice cake?
You mix the puree and the spice cake together. And then once that's all mixed together, you just dollop the frosting on top.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought you said. Okay.
And then when it cooks in the microwave, the frosting goes into the inside, almost like a lava cake.
Oh my gosh.
So when it comes out and you cut the cake, it oozes out.
Awesome.
Oh, so
Yeah.
you put like little
that-
holes in the top or something?
You can actually reverse this. You can actually reverse that as well. Is what you do is you take your mix, like she said, with the pumpkin, mix it all up really nice, put it into your rock crock because you want to show that off.
Yeah, that's what
Cook the cake first. Have the cake come out, flip it, and then take that icing and put it in one of your silicone prep bowls and just soften it up in the microwave enough to drizzle over the top of the cake. So it's not the cake, it's drizzled on the top because that cake itself with just the pumpkin and the cake mix is a Weight Watcher recipe, and I think it's only like 2 points.
Okay.
Just so you know, that's a real favorite. It is a
It's
real
point
favorite.
friendly.
It's delicious. People, those Weight Watcher women go crazy for anything like that. Just the cake mix with the pumpkin in there. And then, like I said, instead of putting the icing in, just let it come out, flip it out, show them how to make a cake in that beautiful rock crock, or even in the deep covered baker. And then just like heat up that icing till it's creamy and liquidy and just drizzle it on top. I would say, though, not to use, who was it that asked about the bundt pan? I wouldn't use the bundt pan at a show because we no longer sell it.
Right. But I'm going to a covered dish supper at the church.
Okay.
And, I always look for different things to entice people.
Right. You could even put it in that deep covered baker, right, Jess? That'd be great.
Yeah. And how long do you bake it for?
It's 12. The other cakes are all about 10 to, aren't they about 10 minutes, 10 to 12 minutes?
Yeah, 10 to 12. Okay.
So that would be for a pumpkin and spice and everything nice show.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yep. And then in terms of Weight Watchers too, like you could still use the whipped cream maker and make fresh whipped cream to go on top of this cake as well. But you can omit even putting sugar in it. Just put a little vanilla in it, and that's still Weight Watchers friendly, I would think, right, Trish?
Yes, absolutely. I don't know. I have never seen this, ladies, but my sister told me they have a powdered sugar that has Splenda in it.
Yeah, you can get Splenda in a big bag.
Powdered sugar. So if you could do the same thing. You could do the heavy cream, the Splenda powdered sugar, and make the very same whipped cream. And, because they could have that.
And while we're on the topic of whipped cream, another tip to share is you can make a non-dairy whipped cream with coconut milk. Did you guys know that?
I did see about that. You actually buy the canned coconut that's solid and drain the milk out.
Yeah, so they said you put it in the freezer, so the coconut freezes and the liquid stays behind. So you dump out the liquid, and you want to use the frozen stuff to make the non-dairy whipped cream with.
I haven't tried that, but it's
the recipe is actually on pamperedchef.com. So if you go on to pamperedchef.com and search non-dairy whipped cream, the recipe will come up.
There you go, and that's so much more healthy. Everybody's doing the coconut. I'm going to try that. So how do you ladies feel about your upcoming parties for like October and November? Okay, I saw that, Sheila. So what do you think you're going to promote? Maybe wine, cheese, and chocolate, a brunch show, apples and spice?
I like the apples
Definitely
and spice.
I go after this breakfast one, this brunch, and maybe your pumpkin spice.
You can actually do Sunday, Saturday. I don't know if you're an at-home mom. If you're an at-home mom, some of those moms are home during the day, and they would love that while the kids are in school to go to their house and do an 11 to 2 show before they get off the bus. That's ideal. Really ideal. But if that's not part of your circle, it's not part of mine right now because I have to work.
No.
Although I'd love to take a day off for that.
Yeah, me too.
Then I'd say Saturdays are great too for that. Give them breakfast, 10 o'clock, and they're gone by 12:31 and out shopping.
During dance class,
There.
maybe.
At dance class, you can do a fundraiser as well. You could set up a table, and if they have a microwave, you could just do the cake. The one that Jess is talking about, like the lava cake, all in the deep covered baker. And then take it out and put it on the table and spoon it into little cups and let everybody have a taste test and give out, flyers and pamphlets, packages for them to do a show.
That's pretty genius, actually.
Yeah.
I'm making notes.
If they come hungry and you don't want to do a dessert, if it's like, you know how some people come and they haven't eaten, choose a hot, cheesy dip. That Brussels sprouts dip is delicious.
It's
Make
great.
it ahead of time, bring it to the dance school, pop it in their microwave. Have on a tray sliced pieces of bread or vegetables and just put it right out and let them dip and taste the whole time while the parents are waiting. And then you can hand out catalogs.
Oh, you should try some sliced apples with the fluffy peanut butter dip.
Yeah, that's a great one.
That is fantastic. It's so easy to make.
All right, so we've got some great booking tips, some theme show ideas, and lots of information on fundraisers. So I have some materials to follow up with about the fundraisers that I'm going to be posting on the team page, and there was a couple of things you guys had asked for from Trish too to post on the team page. So she'll be posting that. The fundraiser stuff that I'll be posting, they're all Word documents. So they're going to be posted on the team page as files. So to find them, when you go to the team page on Facebook, there's a tab that says files. You just click that tab, and listed there are all the files that we've shared over the years. So there's actually a lot of information and different tips and ideas in there as well. So there's 4 different letters. One of my favorite ones that Debbie shared was, it's called Fundraiser Explanation and the Top 10 Reasons Why to Have One. So it lists, it bullet points the 10 reasons why an organization would even want to have a fundraiser, which is excellent. I just sent out 2 of those letters this afternoon when I was green dotting on Facebook for some fundraiser shows. So we'll see what happens. So the other thing I want you guys to write down is our next meeting date is going to be November 8th. And I would like to do a theme with this do a recipe night actually, and do easy holiday entertaining with 5 appetizers in 5 minutes. So between Trish and I will design what 5 appetizer recipes that we could make. And it's 5 appetizers in 15 minutes. I might have said 5 minutes, but
You
it's 5 appetizers in 15 minutes.
Wow, that's a meeting not to miss.
Yeah.
Is doing that in person or by Zoom?
You can come in by Zoom,
you can
too.
do that by Zoom. And then actually, you guys that live long distance and do this via Zoom, I'm going to have, we're going to know what recipes that we're making ahead of time. There's no reason why, you guys can't go grocery shopping and get the ingredients yourself, or just make one of the recipes along with us.
Okay.
On Zoom, and we can have fun that way, too.
Okay.
With you guys that live a long distance from us. So you can join in, and then that way you're kind of using the tools along with us. And if you have questions about any of the tools, we can kind of show you the best way to use them and different tips and tricks on that type of stuff. The other date I want to share with you is December 5th. December 5th is our December team time, but this is going to be a special gathering. And December's meeting, we're going to team up with Roseanne Filippo's team, and we're going to get together because that is when they're going to do the trip announcement for 2017. So we're going to find out where next year's trip is that we can earn to take our families on. The other thing is we're going to do this at a location in Freehold at a restaurant. So we've got a menu set where it's going to be, I think it worked out where it's like $20 a person to come. So it's going to cost you guys $10. Your director is going to pay half for you. So it's going to cost you $10 for the Christmas party. And your spouse's significant other or best supporting friend, whatnot, are welcome to join us as well. It's open. The the room that Roseanne got holds, I don't know, up to like 80 people. So we want to fill the room with at least 30 people. We're thinking between the two teams. So I hope that excites you.
That excites me. I love that.
Yeah.
So we'll have some. There'll be some cocktails flowing. We'll have, because you can actually bring in. We can even bring in our own desserts and stuff like that too, to keep the costs down, and our own alcohol. So we'll have like wine and maybe some beers or something like that. Nothing crazy, because we all have to drive. So we can all, those of us who live around in this area too, there's always carpooling options we can talk about. Margie, that is actually like a halfway point location for you. It's on Route 9 somewhere in Freehold.
Yeah.
So it's not too far for you. And it's probably closer for you too, Pat.
What's the place called?
I forget.
Yeah.
I forget. Mamma Mia something or other, some Italian place.
It's early enough in the month during the week. It'll be really fun to get together with another team. We can share all kinds of ideas and celebrate.
Exactly.
Celebrate what we do.
Yep, absolutely. So it'll be a good time. So that will be December 5th. And that is actually, home office is requesting that to be like national meeting night. So consultants throughout the entire country will be doing the same thing on that evening.
Okay.
And we'll be all learning about where Pamper Chef can take us next year together. And that will wrap us up for the year of 2016 in terms of meetings.
Mm-hmm.
So Trish and I will be putting together another calendar for 2017 for when those meetings will be, and that will be coming out probably early December as well. That might be something you guys will get at the December 5th meeting, actually. And let's see.
Thank you for joining us tonight, ladies. I have to tell you that although I've been doing this for 4 years, I learned something at every single meeting. And tonight I learned a lot from Jessica about fundraising. Here I thought I knew everything. And she, about that, because I've done fundraisers before. But just listening to you, Jessica, about how to promote them and find them really gives me a little fire to go out there and look for that. So if you can't make the meeting, please try to make the Zoom meeting, because there's always something you're going to take away to help promote your business. And that's why you're doing this, to, reach out to people and to make some extra money.
Amen.
Oh, thank you, Trish. Very good.
Thank you.
It was great. Thank you so much.
All right, so with that in closing, does anyone have any other questions? Anything they want to bring up? Call it a night. I think we did good. And that's a wrap at 8:50. Pretty darn good, guys.
Yep. Thank
Well,
you.
thank you all for tuning in and your time. Again, this is recorded, so you can always go back to it and refer to it. It's probably going to take me about an hour to download and then upload it and stuff, but I'll get it up there at some point tonight, so you guys can look at it at your leisure. And those who didn't join us, I hope you took the time and listened to this recorded meeting and learned some great tips on fundraisers and holiday booking, theme show, and ideas as well. So again, the door's always open. If anybody wants to schedule one-on-one coaching with either myself or Trish, just contact us and we'll get you set up. And have a great month. It's early yet. It's only October 3rd. So let's get cooking and booking. It's our busy season, guys.
Like that, Jess. Cooking and booking.
Thank you.
All right. Have a good evening, everyone. See you soon.
Thank you. Good night.